This is one of those podcasts that I live for. The reason why I'm doing exactly that which that I'm doing, the reason why I'm a Pan-Africanist is precisely because of this type of episode of podcasting, of coming out here with all joy, with all oomph, with all authenticity and realness. It's not work, it's passion. With all emotions, with free will, taking the time and just coming out here to talk about that which that I love, talk about an individual that's doing great work, great work. If you puppets, heads of states of Africa, start doing things like the Captain Ibrahim Traore, perhaps maybe you'll inspire a generation of Pan-Africanists that will come out here for free. You won't have to pay them. They'll just want to come out here and give you credit and uplift you and motivate you and speak more and echo your messages and missions of the things that you want to accomplish for the motherland. If you puppets ever get an epiphany, perhaps maybe Patrick Rules will come one day here and say, ooh, there's a puppet by the name of Paul Biya who just got an epiphany and he resigned. If these particular types of puppets that have been in power for decades suddenly get an epiphany and say to themselves, I've had enough. The African people don't like the fact that we are out here sitting on these thrones for life. Our countries are still deteriorating. We can't even maintain some of the crap infrastructures that we have here, and we give up. Somebody else, please take the throne, take the pain, go and sign all those freaking executive orders. If you puppets get that type of epiphany, the rules will come out here and give you credit. But as of now, the only person we're going to give credit to, the only leader, the only head of state, the one and only president of Africa, not just of Burkina Faso, not just of Ouagadougou, of the entire African continent, Captain Ibrahim Traore.
The one and only Captain Ibrahim Traore, the only president in Africa.
Yes, second to also, not second, first, it could be second or first to Julius Malema. Julius Malema actually has more political experience than Captain Ibrahim Traore.
Yes, for sure.
Hello, my people. Welcome to the show. Appreciate you guys so much. Thank you for taking the time to come up on here. But what I've just said here now, you have to have been in the space for some time to actually understand and recognize and say, yes, you are right. Julius Malema has been doing the political thing.
He's been doing the political thing, but also now the thing of Burkina Faso, it's necessary for that leader to have a military background. Political background, I don't think is necessary in that state of Burkina Faso right now.
It's also necessary. Whatever military leader who decides to perform a coup in a particular country has to have the ability to be political and be military at the same time.
Yes.
That's what Captain Ibrahim Traore, he has no choice but to be.
Yeah.
He has to be both. He needs to be tactical in terms of a captain to think about all those borders of Burkina Faso. Where could this perhaps freaking terrorist be coming in from?
Yeah.
Be tactical, work with your other people to do the right thing, to go out there and attack and do the offensive thing and the defensive thing. And politically also, and he also has to be an economist.
Oh, yeah.
You have to be everything as a leader of a country.
Because we are trying to rectify the economic state of that country. Because once you have that ability to be economically free, the country is completely yours.
Yes, but we're talking in terms of having the ability to lead a country. In fact, it should be said, because it's the president who comes out here and hires the Minister of Finance, the Minister of Agriculture, the Minister of Infrastructure, the Minister of Education. So you head of state, you president, do you have experience in all these fields where you are picking and choosing who you going to appoint? According to what skills? You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
A lot of it is just, if I like you, you become Minister of Defense.
You've been with me through thick and thin. You saw me when I was nothing back
Yes.
then, trying to figure out things.
Yeah, okay, what did you study? You studied that, but I like you more. You will be the chief Minister of Defense of Uganda because you are my son, me, Museveni, who've been in power for 38 years. But just make sure that you go over there and study some stuff, huh? Go to Europe, study this, study that.
To make it look nice.
To make it look nice so that when the public comes out here and says, but he's just picking his son just because he's his son, at least you can have some papers to show. You understand what I'm saying? Yes. But it's because you're my son. It's true. Most of these puppets, actually, it's not just in Africa. Most of all these heads of states, when they come out here to choose their administration, to form their administration, they take who they want. They're not out here to find a leader that's actually out here to say to themselves, I am going to only pick those that truly, truly deserve it. Truly, truly deserve it. They've been vetted. Forget this freaking part of confirmation in the Senate, for example, or you've been confirmed into your position. F that. To find a leader, especially in Africa, that will come out here and form his administration according to what's right, according to what the people can do, according to what this particular individual studied or has experience in.
Yeah.
It's not easy.
It's very hard to find one of those individuals.
I think maybe Cyril Ramaphosa, the president of South Africa, maybe somehow he didn't have a choice but to sort of be strategic because he had to work with the other parties.
Because of the GNU.
Because of the GNU.
The last year or the last term, he was completely ANC in the top ministerial positions.
So it's just pick and choose, man.
Yeah.
You'll be my deputy. If you go, actually, they promised them before the time of picking them. Look, just stick by me, and I will make you my Minister of Treasury.
Minister of Sports and Culture.
You can have Minister of Sports, but Minister of Treasury, you'll be counting all the moolah. These are these freaking puppets are running most of our African countries. No, this is how these puppets are running parts of Africa because Africa is one country. Yes. So, Captain Ibrahim Traore, like I said before, these are the types of episodes I like. For the last 2 weeks, for the last 10 days to 14 days, we've been on South Africa.
On that US trip, Cyril Ramaphosa.
We spoke about Cyril Ramaphosa. We spoke about Julius Malema. We'll always speak on Julius Malema. We'll always speak on most of all these puppets. We will continue to do our job as Pan-Africanists and come out here with all realness and authenticity and hold these supposed leaders or puppets or heads of states accountable, okay? Even the West, we're going to come out here and tell them, hey, Trump, you were wrong. You did not fact check. You don't know what a struggle song is. You understand, Trump? Somebody should have told Trump that when the South Africans come out here and say, kill the Boer, the farmer, kill the Boer, that's a struggle song. It's a liberation song.
Yes.
We don't actually mean it in its literal form, go out there and unalive the guy. We don't mean it in like, it's kill the system.
The system.
We have to put a face to the system.
Yes. And that has been the face. In that apartheid days, that was the face, that was the color, that was oppressing the black people of South Africa. So that is why that song came out.
Like I said before, if we come out here and sing Kumbayas, if we come out here and sing, we are the world, we are the children, we are the ones to make a better place. So let's start giving. Nobody's gonna listen.
Hey, you're hitting those notes.
I wanted to hit it for them. They haven't been listening for decades. Nobody has been listening. It doesn't move anyone. But when Julius Malema comes out, by the way, fun fact, just so you people know, hopefully you know what's happening in South Africa. Julius Malema did not write that song, okay? That song was written way before Julius Malema.
Oh no, of course not. It's not him. It was written during the apartheid era. I forget the pronunciation of his name. I know it.
The pronunciation of the person who wrote that song?
Yes.
But anyway, it was not Julius Malema. So, when the orange man came out here to say to Cyril Ramaphosa, why don't you arrest that guy? This guy's out here and he's saying, kill the farmer, and he's dancing. Why don't you arrest him? Trump, we have a court system. We have a judiciary system. That particular song has been ruled upon by the highest court in South Africa, and they said, leave that song alone. It's a heritage song. It's a historical song. It's a song of liberation. Okay? So forget about that. But anyway, that was what we were busy with. The last 2 weeks, you got the name? You didn't get the name of the person who wrote "Kill the Boer" in South Africa. That's fine. Don't worry. Let's go back to West Africa.
Sorry.
Okay, let me read this word.
Peter Mokaba.
Peter
Mokaba.
Peter what?
M-O-A. Yes. M-O-K-A-B-A.
Mokaba.
Yes.
Peter Mokaba. So Peter Mokaba is the
was
guy
an
who wrote
anti-apartheid activist and politician.
Anti-apartheid activist and politician in South Africa. And during apartheid, as a form of liberation, he wrote "Kill the Boer, kill the farmer."
Yes, he sang the song at a memorial rally for the recently unalived anti-apartheid leader of Chris Hani.
Oh, Chris Hani. Oh my gosh. Another great name in South African politics. Another great name in South African history. Chris Hani. The song goes hard, says Papi. Hello, Papi. Hello, Papi. Papi, you like me now, huh?
Oh, Papi.
You're back here. Had to come back here after that. You're welcome, brother. You're welcome. So, what's his name again? Peter who?
Peter Mokaba.
Mokaba wrote the song Kill the Boer, Kill the Farmer. At a memorial.
He sang it at a memorial for Chris Hani.
So he was mourning.
Yes.
That particular Peter guy was mourning as they were saying goodbye to Chris Hani. You have to Google Chris Hani, another great one. And then he said, it's enough. These people are not listening. Kill the Boer.
Hey.
Kill the farmer. Kill the Boer. Kill the farmer. I don't know which rhythm he used. Because it was a memorial. I'm trying to maybe understand how it went. Kill. You're this freaking Boer. Kill this Boer. Kill the farmer.
And actually, the song had a slogan back then. It said, one settler, one bullet. That is a bit deep.
One what?
One settler, one bullet.
Ooh, it has a slogan.
His slogan back then.
So kill the Boer, kill the farmer. This particular song that's made news now, that the Americans, black Americans or African Americans, you see how the Africans do it? They come out and say it. And it's got a slogan. So it's not just kill the Boer, kill the farmer, it's got a slogan.
Yes.
For every freaking settler that makes it to the southern tip, to the Cape of Good Hope, if I dare see one bullet.
Yes.
For every settler, one bullet. Oh my gosh.
They went deep.
Can you blame them? Do you know how cruel apartheid is? Apartheid is so cruel. It's wicked. It's evil. It's worse than a bullet. Because these people would come out here before the individual or the victim, in this particular case, before that black individual would probably be unalived, they would go through so much suffering of a freaking lifetime.
Yeah.
Even those slaves, for example. Imagine the life of a slave.
No. I don't think I can.
Oh my gosh. Yo, every day one is forced to do something they don't want to do.
And it's hard labor.
Put yourself, try to picture it. We don't wish it upon you or anyone. Not even on white folks. We don't even wish this on white folks.
Not any human being.
Not even on dogs. But oh, it's funny I mentioned dogs. White people love dogs more than black people, huh?
They love the animals. Yes.
Patrick, not all white people, the racist ones, the racist white folk, the racist white Afrikaner or even some of those Dutch that came there to that South Africa, you can say that racist one loves animals more than that this human black guy who thinks, who has a nose and an ear and eyes and 2 arms and 2 legs and all that kind of thing. The racist white folks would consider a dog a black individual. Anyway, before we get back to West Africa, because today it's about the Captain Ibrahim Traore, okay?
Yes.
It's about him. And then we're going to talk about Michael Langley, the U.S. general, right?
Michael Langley, yes, the AFRICOM commander-in-chief.
Yeah, the AFRICOM commander-in-chief with 4 stars. Apparently, he's the first Negro to be
To be in that position within the U.S. military, that highest position. What? In the entire U.S. military.
This
Really?
Patrick said, apparently he's the first Negro.
Oh, I didn't even catch that.
You thought it was normal.
I thought it was just...
So we're going to go to Burkina Faso. We're going to go to Kenya because that's where Michael Langley went. He was in Kenya. But let's stick a little bit, let's give you a little bit more airtime when it comes to South Africa. Because that particular slogan that you mentioned now is actually quite hectic.
It is.
For every settler, 1 bullet. The message has always been hardcore. Huh?
Yeah, that's why I think that's why they don't say that the slogan as much, because it said it had a slogan. It's not now. They're not using it now because that one is direct.
Look, nothing about this. You know what? You know a struggle song, or rather a song of liberation. It's not, you know, when you are captured like that, like the black folks were, especially in South Africa, you'll do anything to want to get out of that situation because you're being forced to do things you don't want to do. Right?
Yes.
You want freedom. What would you do for freedom? That's just a freaking song. That's just a freaking slogan. These people were out here doing crazy ass things, literally. Not singing about it, huh? Not talking about it, not discussing it, not planning, doing it. Black person has never done it. The only thing black people now do, and it's even understandable to a certain extent, especially in that South Africa, but the reason why we have such a high crime rate is out of desperation.
Yeah. Because they don't know what else to do. It's like, okay, the frustration is like, I don't have a job. I don't have food to feed my family. My house is just in collapse. Crime.
The reason why the 3 pillars, one of the most important pillars of the 3 pillars, I call the 3 pillars education, infrastructure, healthcare. The reason why one of those 3 pillars is education is so that the individual, the human, is taught.
Yes.
And they somehow get a better personality and they become decent, upstanding folks that can contribute to society, and they refrain from committing these types of criminal activities that we are seeing in South Africa. But when the youth is unemployed, what must the youth guy do this afternoon?
They're bored.
Uneducated, poor healthcare, and unemployed. An unemployed, uneducated individual that grew up in a township. Millions of them in South Africa. Part of that 90% of black South Africa. And yet this Afrikaner, this Boer, the 7% of South Africa, is shocked that these supposed uneducated folks who've never had major opportunities to advance their lives and their thinking so that they can contribute to society the way you freaking expect them to.
Yeah. Because even that BEE was forced upon the white people, because if they didn't do it, apartheid would honestly still be there living alive and well.
That South Africa was, it was getting pressure from all over the world to abolish that freaking apartheid. Remember yesterday when I was reading? I do read, huh? Remember yesterday when I was reading there?
Yes.
You know, let me tell you guys a secret. For those of you guys who are just joining us, if you're new, welcome, appreciate you. If you're a returning subscriber, we appreciate you. What are you waiting for to become a member? There's exclusive content that's waiting for you. Anyway, we usually have our own podcast off this freaking camera. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes, of course.
That's the beauty. Actually, when I wake up, I live in a podcast world. Even the way I speak, this is who I am. What you see is what you get. It's not because the cameras are on. Like I was saying yesterday, a lot of people stood against the spirit of apartheid, huh? Back in the days.
Yes. There was a lot of white people that did not like the fact what was happening to black people in South Africa. They fought for it. They spoke. They pressured the National Party government of South Africa to stop it. That Hendrik Verwoerd.
And it's not, and it's a lot of white people too, huh? Who are standing with, what do you call those things?
Are those banners saying
Those
stop
banners.
apartheid?
Enough with apartheid in South Africa. South Africa was getting it hard, huh, back in those days. So that's, it's, so the spirit of that freaking apartheid is still alive and well in South Africa, and it needs to be abolished. Okay. If you want to say something, you have to send it with a super chat. You can't just send paragraphs like this. And you're already being like, I don't know how to describe this little one. I
Very
wouldn't
critical.
subscribe or become a member of this crap. It's things that you're saying that keeps everyone divided as one people. Why do we have... What? What did you say? Why do we have to have different factions? Why can't we all come together?
Oh,
Where are you from?
yeah.
Where are you from? Before we go to Burkina Faso, we're about to go to Burkina Faso right now.
Yeah.
But before we go there, let me entertain this little guy real quick. Where are you from? Speak quickly. Patrick just asked you a question.
Oh my God.
Come on. That was a dumb white one. Don't pay attention. Okay, Papi. Thank you, Papi. That was a dumb little guy.
Papi Peeper.
You're very lucky that Papi just told me to relax now. So let me not give you too much attention. Anyway, next time I give you attention, you need to deserve it. I'm willing to teach you, but change your tune now. You like I'm in a good mood because today is the day that we're talking about Captain Ibrahim Traore.
The one and only.
The one and only. The youngest president in Africa.
Yes.
37 years old. Came in power in 2022. Right?
2022, yes.
2022, because
September.
I said 2000. September 2022,
Yes.
Captain Ibrahim Traore, they performed the coup in Burkina Faso, Ouagadougou, and then he took power.
Yes.
Yes, and ever since then, he's been accomplishing and establishing things that are working for the people of Burkina Faso, the Burkina Faso. Ibrahim Traore. Let's get a thumbs up for Ibrahim Traore in the chats, please. Everybody participate. There's all 61 of you here. Please participate. Put a thumbs up. Put a thumbs up for Captain Ibrahim Traore. If you're a true Pan-Africanist, you know what to do. Captain Ibrahim Traore is not playing any games.
No, man. He's saying, I'm going to better my country. This is it.
He's out here. He's out here doing things that leaves us in awe. Where are all the puppets? Are all the puppets of Africa watching?
Just when you think he's done amazing work with the tomato factory, the paving of the roads, the airports, the planes, he comes out and he does something else.
You know, we actually have to break down what you've just said here because a lot of people don't even know about those past achievements. Right. Burkina Faso always had to rent their carriers.
Yes, the aircrafts.
They never had their own aircrafts. But since the takeover of the Capitaine, they've been managed to buy, they bought some.
Yes.
Their own Burkina A. Because the youngest president is out here doing things. That's nice, huh?
Imagine how proud it must make him feel like, hey, those planes belong to this country, man. And
These
they are
are our
flying
planes.
people around.
Yes, those are our planes.
Yes.
We don't have to hire no more. We don't have to pay too much for this. We ourselves, the Burkina Bay people, will have our own plane and decide to fly. That's a beautiful thing.
Yes.
I remember when that news broke out that Burkina Bay now suddenly has their own plane. Because most African people are corrupt to the core. the pilots, or rather not the pilots, the engineers in Burkina Faso that used to help maintain those planes that were being hired before, came out and said, you have to increase our salary. Because they knew now that Burkina Faso has their own plane and that come hell or high water, this Burkina Faso will pay us our new salary. So we need to come out here and strike and say, pay us, increase our salary first if you want us to continue on working. You didn't buy these planes to ground them. If we don't do them, who's going to maintain them? There was some Burkina Bay corrupt individual, dishonest people, fools, self-greedy ass humans that came out here as engineers to say that before we can continue to maintain these new carriers you've bought, Burkina Faso, Captain Ibrahim Traore, you have to increase our salary.
And weren't they like the only, there was a select amount of aircraft engineers in Burkina Faso.
Yes.
That is why they thought they could strong arm Captain Ibrahim Traore.
They wanted to strong arm Captain Ibrahim Traore, but they didn't think well. They did not think well, my people. Captain Ibrahim Traore, you're talking about your Captain who himself decided to keep his own military salary as he became the new leader of Burkina Faso. He said to himself, don't worry, I don't need no freaking increase. I'll maintain the same salary.
Yes.
Those freaking engineers did not think. Anyway, Captain Ibrahim Traore says, what did you say? Okay, from now on, you don't have a choice. Go to work. Just because we're doing this, you want to take advantage of the situation to better yourself and not think for the future of this company and not appreciate the things that we're putting in place right now for the good and better of this country. You want to come out here and act like a freaking obstacle in some form. You are now commanded to do it.
Yeah. Either we give you something at the end of the month or not.
There's a little bit of dictatorship in every leader.
To show, I'm talking serious now. You have to, especially in the beginning days.
Papi, what do you say? Papi, do you agree? Is it okay to have a little bit of dictatorship in you, especially a country like this?
Yes.
Where at the beginning, you have to do the necessary to advance the whole mission. Don't come out here and exercise democracy with these freaking engineers, man, who are obviously out here. You've been getting that salary for a long time. And now suddenly when it's like this, you want to flip the script. I said, go and do it.
Yeah.
That's okay, right?
Of course it's okay, man. Because if he had to bend to that rule, the word would have gone out. Who knows who else would have tried to strong arm him to get more money? And then what's the point of trying to change Burkina Faso?
It would have been a new freaking lifestyle, a new thing, a new trend to come out here and strong arm the Capitan.
Yes.
But anyway, that's one of the achievements. The other one that you mentioned now is the tomato processing companies.
Yes.
The tomato processing company, Burkina Faso used to import tomato paste because they didn't have the industry, the factories, the facilities, the capability to process their own tomatoes. Something so small, right? You guys don't think about tomatoes.
It's something very simple.
You guys just walk into Walmart and take eggs. Everything is here. We don't even think about it. We're talking about tomatoes.
It's just tomato paste.
Tomato paste. You understand what I'm saying? So he built two tomato processing company.
Yes.
And the great thing about those tomato paste companies is the fact that the Burkina Bay people own
Yes.
those factories. They own what?
Their own shares in those factories.
Their own shares. Their own shares. It's not some private freaking company that can come out here and monopolize the whole thing. Because we're the only one that do this, so we're going to increase the price left, right, and center. Like those boers in South Africa doing, those farmers in South Africa, those white racist farmers who are out here making sure that they raise the prices of food in South Africa. 7% of South Africa is the one feeding 90% of South Africa. The white people are the one feeding the black people in South Africa. So they use that to their own advantage.
Yeah, and this is the thing that this, bringing it back to this current thing of Elon Musk and Starlink, this is what he is refusing to want to do. Like not shares, but give people managerial positions within Starlink, following the BEE rule.
Yes, he wants to be in control of his freaking Starling for it to come to South Africa. I don't want that freaking Starling in South Africa. We've discussed that before. Sorry, we in Burkina Faso, South Africa. Burkina Faso, South Africa. Burkina Faso, South Africa. Okay, keep up, please. So, I don't want that freaking Starling in South Africa, like we mentioned before.
Yes.
Starling, if they were to come in there, and you know Elon Musk likes to run everything, they will be able to manipulate information, access to information. You understand? Even during freaking elections, campaigns, social media, even that freaking X will start to move through the surveys of freaking Starling. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
And once it's in there, and you'll know, he's gonna say to himself, right now, this freaking X or Twitter goes through certain satellites where they have control, they can shut it down and all this. But now that it's Starling, Starling is means of communication. Huh? X is just a freaking app for whatever, but that Starling is way different to X. Starling is itself the freaking satellite. He will be able to manipulate
Anything he wants.
You just, why the freaking apps? Why are these apps not working properly today? Is yours lagging too? It's freaking Starling you invited there without thinking. I don't want it for national security, and he's too buddy with the US. For us to, there's plenty of communication, digital people in this space. There's many companies. We don't need freaking Starling. The problem is management. These freaking people, these freaking black South Africa, doesn't know how to manage. Hello, I told you we're neutral here. Huh?
They don't know how to manage.
That's the freaking problem with black folks.
They become too buddy with the people.
Yes, let me put it that way. If I say with the government of South Africa, then I'm not being fair. Because when I go for the Boer, I say the white man, the racist white guy. So I have to say it also as hard.
Yes.
Black people don't know how to manage. It's true. It seems like white people know how to manage more than black people.
That's why they are in the positions and they keep it for years to come.
I mean, we have corruption in most countries in Africa because of what? It's black people running these countries. They're stealing money. It's the truth here.
Talk about calling it a spade a spade.
I'm black. I'm black. I'm attacking my own. I'm attacking my own. The reason why I call them puppets in the freaking first place is because they are corrupt to the core. They allow themselves to be puppeteered around by imperialistic countries. Yes, so we don't need freaking Starling in South Africa. We have a lot of different other companies for good reasons. Political influence and economic influence. That's why we don't want freaking Starling, because Elon Musk is too buddy with the US.
Yeah.
So national security. He's going to share everything.
We don't need him in the national security of South Africa.
He's going to share everything, that one. That one has never done anything to truly contribute to the people of South Africa, his country of birth. He's never really done anything, and we know that Elon Musk is doing this because he loves South Africa. No, he's only out here for his own pockets. He's on a race to become the first trillionaire. I think the first trillionaire is actually there's a guy, whoever invented Bitcoin. Is it Satoshi or Samatoshi or some a name like that? Whoever created that thing, apparently they've kept a lot of Bitcoins aside, and they're waiting for that Bitcoin to hit 1 million or something like that, and then he will automatically be the first person to become a first trillionaire. But anyway, that's not important. That doesn't move Africa. Whoever that guy is, Satoshi or whoever it is, Elon Musk can stay out of there. So let's go back. So many achievements the Capitan has done for the people of Burkina Faso.
Yes.
I feel like I can be a professor, actually. I'm flowing with this shit. I have different compartments in my head to know where I am. Okay, what did Philip Leonard say? I believe it would be so awesome if they would unite, or you deleted your own, you retracted your own thing. Okay, Burkina Faso. So those tomatoes is the people of Burkina Faso who owns it, because they have shares in those tomatoes.
Yes.
Yes, which is amazing. Amazing that even the people of Burkina Faso themselves have the IQ, have the decency, have the patience. They have the patience, huh?
Oh,
Burkina
yeah.
Faso, because they know how much their country is under threat from all those ISIS, Al Qaeda sponsored terrorist groups that are out here always wanting to meddle into the affair so that they can steal the 4 billion worth of gold reserves. $4 billion worth of gold reserves. That is insane. But we love the people of Burkina Faso and we love the support that they have, and they have our support big time.
Yes, they do. They are creating a magnificent little country.
Yes. And so on the 22nd, of May, Captain Ibrahim Traore, the 22nd of May is what, 6 days ago? About a week ago.
Yeah, about a week ago, yeah.
You got something over there? He came
Yeah.
out again.
He came out and he did something amazing. Burkina Faso distributes 179 million worth of agricultural equipment.
100 what?
$179 million worth of equipments, agricultural equipments to farmers, using funds from nationalized gold mining operations.
Let's stop right there. We love this part. Hello, puppets. Hey, William Ruto, where are you? Did you hear? Philip Leonard just subscribes. Much love to you. Welcome to the family. Now become a member. Do your thing. William Ruto, did you hear what Arlene read now? Arlene, please read it again for William Ruto.
My friend, William Ruto.
Zakayo.
Kasongo. Yes.
Read
the
for
pride
him.
of Africa. Burkina Faso distributes $179 million worth of agricultural equipment to farmers using funds from nationalized gold mining operations.
I see it here. I see these equipment.
You see it, huh?
I see it. This is not a ghost equipment. This
It's
is not a
not.
ghost project.
Yeah.
William Ruto is out here creating freaking ghost projects using the public's funds and giving empty promises to the people of Kenya.
Yes.
And he's older than Captain Ibrahim Traore. The Captain, a week ago, and he was just in Russia. He's busy. This guy is busy dealing with terrorists, is busy handling terrorists, and at the same time is busy contributing more to his country than some of these freaking puppets that are out here just getting fat. Getting
flying
fat
around.
and flying around. Oh my gosh. That's amazing. $179 million worth
Of agricultural equipment.
But Michael Langley, AFRICOM, General Michael Langley, came out here a few weeks ago when he was being questioned in the freaking Senate. He came out and said that Captain Ibrahim Traore is using those golds for his own benefit, for his
Yes.
own corruption. He's a corrupt leader. That's what Langley said, the General of AFRICOM. The US, whatever, put him to Africa. But the Captain gave $179 million worth of equipment to people so that we can protect food security.
Yes.
No more freaking importing. We're not out here to rely on aid. We're out here to do it ourselves, put measures in place so that we can feed ourselves and like Joseph did in the Bible, when Joseph had a dream about the 7 years of famine and the 7 years of favor. When the 7 years of favor came, Joseph said, we have to be smart because there's 7 years of famine coming. So we
have
need to
to.
reserve. We need to
Yes.
put them in the barns. You understand what I'm saying? So Captain Ibrahim Traore is out here exercising the same principle to say, we don't want to rely on aid. Since we don't want to rely on aid, we need to do something.
We have to protect ourselves. We have to be smart. And okay, so let's try and create it.
Yeah. 'cause-
Ensure that the reserves are here, freshly growing every day.
Yes, the ability, because we need to eat. We need to eat. We're humans. We're not monkeys like they think we are. We actually think. You understand, huh? Don't let this skin fool you according to you. We love the skin and the color and the tone and the strength of it and the physique, and we love our genius brains. Would you have been able to do such things if you were being oppressed? Would you have survived slavery? You racist what guy? We asking you a question. Put it in the chat.
Yes, technically, like black people survived slavery through singing,
Yeah.
through joy.
Kill the boer,
Yeah.
the farmer. Hey, that's the only way you'll get the freaking attention.
Yes.
Those other stupid little songs don't make it to the Oval Office. You need to come out here and you need to touch the nerve. Get your. Do I have your attention now? We said repatriation of land without compensation. Yeah. It's nice, huh? It's nice when it's real. It's nice when you're just being decent. You're just fighting for a shot at life. If you don't get it, we're in South Africa now. It's all about Julius Malema and Cyril Ramaphosa. Listen. So it's just a shot at life. At the end of the day, it's a black and white thing. It's an Africa and imperialism thing. Yes, it's a Captain Ibrahim Traore thing versus the corrupt puppets of Africa who are in these seats, allowing themselves to still be puppeteered by the Western countries.
Yes.
Yes, that's what it's about. It's like crazy. It's intertwined. This freaking war that we are facing, us Pan-Africanists. We have a lot of work to do. Even white folks are within our agenda, especially the youth of the white community. That's how far our mission extends. Even them are in our radar. We need to teach them.
Yes, because we don't want them to be like their parents.
When we see them at these parks we go, and the parents are not around, when Uncle Patrick is walking around there, I'll just go for all those white boys that are there. Hey, come here. How you doing? What's your name? Nice to meet you. Give me a high five. Give me a high five. Boom. You have to shake. Is this boy used to this? Is he used to this? How's he doing?
The strength.
Let's play ball together. You guys are on my team. Okay, we're gonna play against those guys. Yeah, you're on my team. Let's play together out here. You understand what I'm saying? Let me see. Because this is the same generation. This is the generation that will be playing or schooling or running countries with my kids. So we have a responsibility to be neighborhood watchers too. A neighborhood watch not just for the black kids.
Yeah.
For all the kids, man. Across Africa, even when we go to Europe, even in Europe.
Yeah, those ones will affect. Yes.
Yeah, we make sure. Hey, viens ici, je te parle. Hein? Comment ça va? Toi, tu es l'enfant d'Emmanuel Macron, hein? Mais viens ici. Comment tu t'appelles? Tu t'appelles Jean-Pierre. Mais Jean-Pierre, viens ici. Moi, je m'appelle Patrick. Comment ça va? Tu veux jouer au basket? Viens. Toi, tu aimes le garçon? Tu aimes le fille? Tu aimes le garçon? Bien, tu aimes les filles. Ah, c'est du lac boys or girls? Viens ici, viens ici, viens ici, viens ici. It's true, man.
Oh my gosh, even Emmanuel Crasso.
Emmanuel Crasso.
When he, with that flight, what happened?
Oh my
What
gosh.
happened, Brigitte?
Did you guys see the freaking embarrassment?
But did you see his face?
Oh my goodness. Emmanuel Crasso. This is who France is being led by. So these people are freaking playing freaking games in their own public. They're fighting. I said, shut up. And he's the president.
Push away, and then he looked at the
He did this. Embarrassing, huh?
and then he still wants to try and hold their hand when they want to come.
She didn't.
Keep it straight,
She
man.
didn't want to hold the freaking hand.
I'm not fake here.
Yes, look, hold your hand, but she looked like she beats him.
That is what they are saying. They're saying the victim will obviously say that it's okay.
Brigitte.
Yes.
So Brigitte Macron, she beats Macron. She beats him. She tells him, shut up, stay there. There's no sucking nothing. You're out of your freaking mind. I already told that girl that you are coming there. And don't be late, go.
Go sort yourself out.
Go sort yourself out. I don't have time for this. How old do you think I am? You understand what I'm saying? You go there. I said, don't talk to me about... Look, from this plane, it's straight to the hotel. Don't talk to me about anything. Just imagine, what could the fight have been about? Nothing. It's not about, I want you to reduce the taxes on the French people.
No.
Reduce the tax. It's definitely nothing to benefit the French.
Oh my God. And even they felt uncomfortable there by the stage that they had to go. Those two people, they had to, this one, let's get off.
Exactly. The way he grabs the other lady and put her in the way. Yes. Crazy, huh? I thought foreign mining companies get rich off Africa's natural resources. Yes, you do. 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 But no more. We're trying our best. In Burkina Faso, there used to be a lot of foreign companies, lots of foreign private companies. They were all kicked out. Canadian companies, especially that Canada. Canada, as quiet as they always are, especially they up there because they got the greatest fence in the United States. They don't have to worry about national security of anything.
Yeah.
They're always out here freaking exploiting African countries through these mines.
Yeah, they are the ones with Botswana. They own most of the mining companies in Botswana.
Even in the Democratic Republic of Congo, Canada's got one of the freaking biggest holes. The biggest mining site in the world is in Congo. It's that Canadian company out there. Anyway, so please, $175 million worth of agricultural equipment recently donated to the agriculture sector of Burkina Faso by the Capitan.
Yes, it was given to this equipment, agricultural equipment, went to the town Bobo. Excuse me for the pronunciation. Bobo Dialosa. Yes, this is the second.
All of it.
Yes, the second largest city in Burkina Faso besides Ouagadougou.
The second biggest city.
Yes.
In Burkina Faso. That name you said there.
Yes.
That you couldn't pronounce there. But all of these agricultural equipment went to them.
Yes.
The list of them.
The list, yes. It was, distribution included 608 tractors.
608 tractors. I got another one here. 1,033 motorcycles for field agents. Field agents? Yeah, because he needs to be able to get from here to there. So we need 1,000 motorcycles out here to give these guys, it will help these guys.
Yes. And then also 485 water pumps.
485 water pumps. Okay,
Yes.
run through them.
17 trucks, 2 drilling units, 4 harvesters, 935 floating fish cages for the fishermen,
Yeah.
36 vehicles. It was buckies, you know, those things.
Pickups.
Pickups, there we go.
Yeah.
150 grinders and 10 processing units.
These resources were provided free of charge to small-scale farmers, cooperatives, local agricultural entrepreneurs, and women's agricultural groups.
Yes.
He's 37 years old. He's the youngest president. Free of charge, huh? We almost missed that. Puppets will always come out here and say, "There will be you guys can pay less. You can pay 75%. No, the Capitan in Burkina Faso is giving them for free. Just take it.
Just for free. And also gave them all the pesticides to be able, fertilizers to be able to maintain the soil and things like that. So a lot of things was given, even food, and 67 million doses of veterinary medicines for the animals.
Oh, yes, you give that too.
Yes.
All those doses and all that so that they are in shape. Philip Leonard says, the reason why I'm attracted to the stream is I go to a church where I'm the only white guy.
Whoa.
And the rest of the congregation is a mix of Africans from all over Africa. And they want a united one too. Bless your church, brother, and bless you.
Much love.
You're
That's
special
cool.
in that place. You're one in a million. You're special in that place. He's the only white guy in this particular church.
Wow.
Yes.
And this is in Australia.
Is he in Australia?
Wow. Yeah, he's in Australia.
Okay, that's nice. That's nice. They want unity. African unity. That's the only hope we have. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe when you hear me say this. We need to unite as Africans. We need to come out here and stop living in a spirit of competition among Africans. And you Rwandese, stop saying you're the best country in Africa.
You're not.
You South Africans, Black South Africa, stop saying you're the best country in Africa. Just Support each other. Let's support each other. Let's hold hands. Let's move on. Let's understand that when they deal with us, they deal with us as a whole. Why do we want to individually go there and take on imperialism? It's impossible for one country only in Africa to take on imperialism. Because imperialism, how imperialism comes? I don't know if you've ever noticed. I don't know if you guys have ever noticed. It always comes first. It's always, not first, however it comes, but you will hear United States, and then you hear France. You hear UK. So who the freaking hell is imperialism? Who the hell? You understand, huh?
Yes.
Imperialism is all of them together. It's not just America. So when this little freaking Botswana, it's not a freaking Botswana, we love Botswana people, but when one freaking country in Africa comes out here and say, no, they say, shut up, you. France, go in there first. It's like the colonizers have joined forces.
They have a language.
Yeah, the
They say,
colonizers.
we're going to go in this angle. Like, you know how you do a pattern when you want to open the Samsung?
Yeah.
To unlock it. They do a
Yes.
pattern. We go this way, this way.
Some of it is like this,
Yes.
right in the middle like this, Congo. You understand what I'm saying? Yes, so they always come out here. It's like these imperialistic countries or post-colonizers came out here and said, it's that Africa where we can all eat. So when the time, we can fight among ourselves, however we fight, we can dispute and let them be distracted by us, by what we push as freaking narratives out here. But when it comes to them, let's join forces anyhow.
We know how to handle them. We know what the weak points are for those African puppets. They just want money. Easy money.
Corrupt to the core. Agriculture impact on GDP. Under President Traore's leadership, agriculture's contribution to Burkina Faso's GDP increased to 16% in 2023, reflecting the sector's growing importance in the national economy. This is a military guy.
Yeah. And he's doing all of these moves.
You got one more for me over there? A paragraph.
A paragraph is saying it's reducing the dependence of food imports. By investing in agriculture in Burkina Faso, the government aims to reduce reliance on imported goods, enhancing local production, and ensures food availability, stabilizes the prices, and strengthens the national economy.
Yeah, because if we keep freaking importing, this shit is expensive.
Yes.
It's rare too. And how can we keep exporting? Our people themselves. Scarcity, like you said, and price increases. This is not UAE. You have to freaking import everything.
Yes.
We already have these tall trees. We already have the weather. We have the fertile soil. We have the fertile ground. What the freaking hell must we be imported?
And we have the people that need the work.
Yes, they're out here. And they're stronger.
Yes.
They're black. They can work. It's like what's happening. It's like what's happening with the roads. The roads of Burkina Faso. It's the people of Burkina Faso, the Burkina Bay people themselves that are out there constructing these roads. They go through a certain training, and then boom, them themselves are starting to construct these roads.
Yes.
Like we said before, when that supposed France was still a partner to Burkina Faso, since independence, ever since time, since France has ever been involved in that Burkina Faso, only 3,000 kilometers worth of paved road
Yes.
had been constructed.
Over all of those years.
Over all of those decades, only 3,000 kilometers worth of paved road in Burkina Faso had been constructed. But since the Capitan, the Messiah, they call him, the one and only head of state, came in power since that 2022, their aim is to build 5,000 kilometers worth of paved road every year.
Imagine.
That's a beating.
Yes,
that's,
man.
that's like, France, shut up. We said, get out. Stop calling.
We are working here, man.
That's like, shut up. We're working, man. Stop calling. We already said no. No more discussions, no negotiation. We're never coming back We don't want you. In fact, give us our gold back.
We don't need you to keep it there anymore. Give it
Yes.
back.
Because you know these African colonies, especially the ones in West Africa, the deal was we're going to give you independence, but you have to sign these colonial pacts that give us every right. You hold your bank reserves with France. If you need any money, tell us why. And we'll give you some with interest, huh? So give us money that we will lend back to you with interest.
Sneaky French, man. Stingy, stingy, stingy French.
If you want independence, you got to sign here, boy. You don't want us to pour concrete in your sewage pipes like we did to Mali in 1950s, whatever. Sign there. Call them whatever you want to call it. Yeah, you can have a flag. Or you can have a flag. Just sign here, man.
As long as we can get the gold in our vaults, just take it.
We, France, we have the first right of refusal. Anything you discover in Burkina Faso, you have to present it to France first. We reserve the right, as your colonizers, to see if we want it or not. If we don't, we can still tell you to keep it in that country. Don't sell it to anybody. $500 billion worth of money per year was being paid to France. Some countries are still paying it. Colonial debt. It's like debt.
Yeah.
This is why Thomas Sankara in 1987 was in the African Union conference saying, why the freaking hell must we pay this debt?
Whose debt is that? It's not mine. I didn't sign on the dotted line.
We didn't take this loan from this freaking IMFs and World Banks. The colonizers went to go and take these freaking loans to come and build these countries, however they said they've built it.
Yeah.
So why must this independent country in the 1960s be forced to pay those colonial debt that France took, man? What kind of independence is this? So you say I'm independence, we're sorry. Where's reparation? You know, actually, some of that aid that they're supposed to be paying to these African countries is reparation.
Yeah.
That they were supposed to pay back, but they call it aid. You sneaky, you.
Because they still want to feel like they are worthy of, it's like, this is still my property.
I'm giving you.
Yes.
Yeah, you're not giving me. It's reparation, huh? You're not giving me.
You have to give me back.
Yes, you have to give it back. It's just like they just want black people to forgive and to forget. Something they have an issue with also. They don't know how to forgive and forget. Do you have the power to forgive and forget?
They hold on to things.
You racist white guy. Do you have the power to forgive and forget?
Clearly they don't.
I'm talking to racist white guy. Not to all white people. Huh? My wife is white. It's the truth here, man.
Yes.
Authentic talk. If it's your first time here, bear with us. Don't worry, it's a little bit of a shock to you to hear these, but you'll get used to it. There's more. Because we're living in a world that needs to change. We need equality up in here.
And it's unfortunate that it comes to skin color. But this is the way it is, and this is the way people also understand it.
It's 90% of meetings that I held at first it's because of skin color.
Yeah.
Whoever's invited to the freaking party, it's because of skin color first.
You automatically know what type of an event it is if you see more black people than white people. And if you see more white people than black people, it's a different event.
Some of these white folks will put up at the cookout in the US. You know what the cookout is in the US?
Yes.
Hey, it's just black folks. Hey, how you doing? What is that, salad? You brought some tomato salad?
Tomato salad.
Potato salad. Please bring it in. Put it next to the chicken.
Fried chicken.
The fried chicken, huh? You want some fried chicken?
It's not grilled, huh?
My friend, you are human and I am a human. Why can't we both just get along? Why can't we just get along? I'm so glad. Hello, this might be a shock to sensitive individual. I'm so glad that I'm not racist.
It's such a freedom not to have that sort of dislike or judgment just because of a skin color.
I feel decent
Yeah.
because I'm not racist.
Yes.
It's good not to be racist. It's good to come out here and have self-confidence and know that anything that happens in this world, perhaps maybe it's because I deserve it. It's not because of my skin color, right? Yes. And this particular person opposite me, I see color. I'm not stupid. He's white. I see that one is black. This one is Chinese. Can you see me? Can you see me?
With the eyes open.
Sorry, you have to have a sense of humor in my presence, huh? Make sure you don't forget your sense of humor when you come to the party. That's how you send an invite to them. Even on the stream. When you join the stream, expect a sense of humor. We chilled with it. We talk about these serious things, but also we humans. We're humans. We're just like you. The difference between us and some of these folks that are out here being politically correct on all these issues is they don't have the guts to say what they're thinking. We come out here and say, hey, you. Let me just leave it.
Are you hesitant?
No, I just left it. Because my brain, I rely on the spirit. Because my brain was about to go to Limpopo. You know Limpopo?
Oh, Limpopo.
In South Africa.
Yes.
Limpopo in South Africa. Where those white Boers unalive those black African ladies. And fed their bodies to pigs.
That is the highlight.
To pigs.
Yes.
There, I said it. I was just dramatic. But yes. It's like, huh? And this white Boer has the audacity to say he's a refugee. He's been oppressed. You've been oppressed.
How?
How you been oppressed? You have a freaking farm here, man. Look, it's like insulting our intelligence to the core. You have all these freaking acres here. And all those tractors there and all those cars. You supply Cape Town, huh? Sure.
You have a consistent supply vendor operation going.
Go to those wines. The reason why the Boer is so reluctant into giving up this land, repatriation of land without compensation, is because some of these freaking Boers, especially in the Western Cape, they own all these wine farms. Wherever you guys are, whether it's Australia or somewhere in Europe, there are South African wines there being produced on some freaking acre where some Boer got it for free. And it's probably whipping the hell out of certain black laborers there every weekend. Hello. Cheers. Those are facts right there. You understand what I'm saying? Some people don't know. Some people are just out here saying, oh, this is South African wine, this Merlot, this Shiraz, this Pinotage. Pinotage is South African, right?
Yes.
I think Pinotage
is
it
purely
strictly
South African.
Yeah?
Yes.
Pinotage is so nice.
But it's so nice. Oof.
Yeah, it's full-bodied wine. I like Pinotage. It's got a little bit of a kick at the back. I like Merlot wine. That's South Africa's some great. Those Boers, they did well with those wines, huh? Those Boers with those wine vineyards. Stellenbosch. Have you been to Spear? It's in Western Cape.
If
Paul.
if ever you go to South Africa, to Cape Town, go to Stellenbosch and do the wine tours.
do the
You
wine
will
tour.
not regret it.
Yes. Go tour those vineyards.
There's a train that goes through all of the vineyards. You can do up to 5 to 6 different vineyards in one go. But prepare yourself, huh?
Even that movie about Blood Diamond by Leonardo DiCaprio. I know he was in Sierra Leone, but something happened. No, at the beginning. I think it was at the beginning. They first did a movie, like a scene.
Yeah.
At one of those farms there in Pearl.
Oh.
At one of those vineyards. Whew. South Africa is so beautiful. It's unreal.
Yeah.
Yo, man, Cape Town is way beautiful, more beautiful than Paris. It's got, Paris is, you cannot compare. You cannot compare. It's so beautiful, Cape Town. It's just the different architecture and the mentality.
The mentality. I was going to say, yeah, but once you start start talking to different people there in Cape Town,
like,
you're
man,
going to get mixed feelings.
What the hell kind of mentality is this next to this beautiful mountain? My friend, move, please. No wonder some folks are just like, no, we need to move all of them, man.
That's why Cape Independence. Please.
Cape Independence is out here saying, look, we don't need this mentality here. This country is too beautiful for this freaking mentality. Look at the 12 apostles. If you've ever been to Cape Town, go to Bantry Bay, to Clifton, go to Thames Bay, go to Houghton, Hout Bay. Look at London, that road that goes through the 12 apostles.
Yes.
You'd be like, Los Angeles, or that place in Los Angeles. What's that place where the Kardashians stay? Forgot the freaking
Beverly
name.
Hills, isn't it? No, Calabasas.
Calabasas ain't got shit on
Calabasas
Camps Bay.
nothing, man.
Calabasas ain't got nothing on Camps Bay. Yo, Camps Bay. Actually, most of that Camps Bay is owned by foreign people.
Yes,
They
because
own
it's so
all of those-
beautiful.
Yeah,
Yes.
they own all of those mansions. If you've never been to South Africa, right now where you're at, pick up your other device, just put in there, Camps Bay. Let those pictures hit you while I speak. Yes, Camps Bay, all those mansions.
That
Be like,
beautiful sunsets over the ocean. Oh my goodness,
Go
people.
to Café Caprice. Just Google Café Caprice in Camps Bay. No jokes over there. So, the Mulungu is out there doing his thing.
A quick side tour of Visit South Africa.
Yes, exactly. Okay, before, as we're drawing closer to the end of the stream, let's talk quickly about Michael Langley. So Michael Langley, General Langley, is in Kenya because they have this freaking conference there for all the what?
The Chief Defense Forces of Summit. Yes.
Chief Defense Forces Summit.
Yes.
Where all the chiefs of the different countries, of the different armies, of the different countries are attending. According to this Michael Langley, because they were in Morocco first, before they went to
Kenya.
Kenya. According to him, they also invited Burkina Faso. But of course, Burkina Faso will not come.
Burkina Faso is busy giving agricultural equipment to the people.
Burkina
There's
Faso-
time for these summits.
Nice try. I'm sure Captain Ibrahim Traore, when he got the invite to come to that freaking conference, he said to himself, nice try. They send me Boeings with fighter jets to pick me up. You understand? Russia sends me Boeings and fighter jets to take me. You invite him, you want me to come there. Where am I staying? With all those puppets?
No way.
You know, these people have the tendency, the moment Captain Ibrahim Traore lands there, all those puppets and whatever the ministers, because they're not actual presidents, right?
Yes.
They'll be like, you guys are going in that bus.
Eh. So what you talking?
No way. Who the hell? If Captain Ibrahim Traore went to that Kenya, that freaking conference would be the talk of the freaking world. We will all come out here and talk about it.
We would know a lot more about it now than what it is. Only because this stupid Michael Langley did an interview. That is why we're talking about it.
Because we wanted to talk about the achievements of Captain Ibrahim Traore. So we said to ourselves, let's check what the hell is that Langley doing? And then we heard that he's in Kenya.
Yes.
That's why the first hour and 10 minutes of the stream was just Captain Ibrahim Traore and South Africa. Yes, but Michael Langley, let's end the show quickly. Let's wrap up here quickly with Michael Langley's stupidity quick. It's true.
His stupidity. Even that interview where that... I must say, in the beginning, that woman, she was a bit slow.
She was soft.
Yeah, she was very soft. But when it came to Ibrahim Traore, when she asked those questions, then she got him. You could sort of see where her support was. And as soon as she hit him with those questions, his face just clenched up.
He started stuttering, taking his
Yes.
time. Philip, thank you very much. Appreciate you, Philip. We're going to be live again, perhaps, maybe tomorrow, because tomorrow is Friday. Yeah, I got some work here a little bit, and then tomorrow, maybe earlier, not so late. I don't know where you at, but click your notifications, put your notifications on, and when we go on, bang, you know?
Yes.
So all be well there. So anyway, they asked that lady from Citizen TV,
Yes.
Kenya's podcast or whatever, she asked Langley, do you still stand by that crap statement that you said about Captain Ibrahim Traore? He first wanted to say shit like, yes, I do stand by it. All I'm saying, I want to talk to the people of Burkina Faso. Hey, Wena, we ask you a question. Do you still stand by what you said? Let us remind you, you said that he's corrupt. You said that he's using the gold for himself. Don't come out here and start saying, what they're doing is, they're doing some great things there. That's not what you said before.
He's never used the term sovereign. They are a sovereign country.
Yes.
They are free to do it because this is how they maintain their sovereignty.
He never said that.
Come on.
Yeah, he never said that. And also, you said that they were using all of that gold for their own benefit to amp up their security. Now he wants to change and say, no, we are saying that the situation there is getting worse.
It's getting tense.
It's getting tense there. I still stand by the fact that that area that's not what you said. The reason why Africa came out here and called you out is because you accused him of being racist. I mean, corrupt.
Yes.
Yes. South Africa, come down in my spirits. I'm thinking South African
It's
boy.
racist.
Did you understand what I'm saying? Yes, so that was very crazy of him to say, Michael Langley. And of course, the other crazy thing, because that girl towards the end, like you said, towards the end of the stream or to the end of the interview, she said some great things. She asked him, what is your objective in Africa, Captain Langley? Or General Langley? What is your objective? What is it? We share common goals. We have the same values. We have similar values, and we have a shared goal. And the goal is to deal with these freaking terrorists.
They wanted to be able to have military partnerships to be able to defend themselves.
But if Burkina Faso doesn't want to work with you because they don't trust the freaking West, like you said, they are a sovereign nation. That's what she asked him also. She used the term. Do you have a strategy, like something like, what is your, like...
What is your end goal or something like that?
No, not end goal. She used another word, another term, like a backup strategy thing because if Russia or China is trying to put their footprint in Africa,
yes,
he first said that we cannot have Africa militarized. Oh, shut up, first of all. What do you mean you cannot? It's not up to you.
It's not even, it's not your country.
You don't get to decide. These sovereign countries get to decide whether they want freaking bases all over the place. Okay, fine. Let's talk about something else. We understand the threat of ISIS and Al-Qaeda. We understand that threat. That actually, that freaking ISIS and Al-Qaeda, that they are making Africa like their main freaking base, huh? It's no longer the freaking Middle East. The Middle East is not dangerous no more.
I don't know why they're coming to Africa.
It's that freaking Sahel. The Sahel is not like the creme de la creme of all terrorists.
Yeah,
of all terrorists.
That needs to stop, man.
And that Burkina Faso is the one facing a lot of the heat over there. It's like the epicenter. They really want to get in there. All that gold and all that kind of thing. That's Sahel, those three countries. So yes, we understand, because even when ISIS was big in the Middle East, the US and some of these foreign countries would come out here and have to deal with terrorism. There's an end goal here to deal with terrorism wherever in the world. We don't give a crap if you're sovereign, you are on the sovereign ground.
Yes.
So we have to deal with terrorism.
It's something that, obviously, that is something that has to be dealt with.
Yes, but America, you cannot impose. While we understand the common goal, we understand the common goal.
But their ways are just so forceful, and they always just want to be able to take things for themselves and not let Africa stand on its own 2 feet. You want to help, but you want to take over politically.
The thing is this also, let's ask a great question here. All those freaking US bases and France bases, they've been in there, in that Niger and Mali and Burkina Faso, for decades there, for a long time before they were kicked out. There were still terrorist attacks.
Yeah.
There was all that crap was forever always ongoing. So what is this now where you African, what is America going to do now? Or what is France going to do? Because France troops, even in Niger, they can come out here and say, you know what they're trying to do? They're trying to push a narrative to say, because you kicked France out and you're kicking us out, the number of terrorists, whatever, has grown in the last... in the last 2 years since 2007. From 2007, way before Captain Ibrahim Traore's time, 2007 to 2025 to where we are now, it has grown from 2% to 43%.
Really now?
Yeah, it's probably true. But like the number of percentage-wise,
Yeah.
in terms of what terrorist people do, like where to find most of them in the world, like their activities, that number has risen. And they measure them according to tax. I don't know that instrument. I don't know ever how they do it. But he said it has grown there by almost 41% since 2007. Look, the thing is, we know that Sahel is... Those Fulani boys, those are the ones that get recruited in
Yes.
some of these Al-Qaeda, Islamic extremist
The
terrorist groups.
Janim, the Janim group of Al Qaeda, that's the one that's around the Burkina Faso area.
Yes, they recruit those local boys. They force them to do things, you know. Traore must survive. These demons have attempted to remove, like Sankara. Yes, he will survive.
He will survive.
Mr. Ibrahim, do you think the West wants to keep Africa divided? Yes, man. I'm not Ibrahim, huh? I think this is the second time you said something when I thought, I'm not Ibrahim. Mr. Ibrahim, do you think the West, or maybe it just means it as a sense of humor? No, I'm not. I'm the rules. Ibrahim is in
Burkina Faso. He is the
Burkina
captain.
Faso.
Yes, the president of Burkina Faso.
The other crazy thing that Michael Langley said in Kenya was the fact that AFRICOM apparently has this long-term goal to make sure that the people of Burkina Faso and the Africans are in a better position to do well.
Whatever.
In 2050, 50 years from now, we want to make sure that the African people have a great foundation and they're able to really do very well for themselves. So we have shared values. We have shared values, and we just want to make sure that we put institutions in place that will help capitalize that as we fight this common enemy, these freaking terrorists. Yeah. We don't believe you.
That guy, you are trying. I feel like he tried so hard to get away from what he said in that U.S. Senate meeting.
Accusing Ibrahim Traore of corruption.
Yes, and he tried to flip it completely. He took his time, his month to decide what am I going to say in these interviews that I know I'm going to have.
And he was picking his words very carefully.
Yes.
Now you want to come out here and say that there's some great things that they're doing. How can a corrupt person be doing some great things there? You called him corrupt, apologize to the Capitan. We don't care about those 4 stars, okay? You messed up, bro. You messed up. You're 63 years old. You can't be messing up like this. You say you have 40 years of experience, but you can't be out here. Look, we heard what you said in that freaking Senate.
You cannot say you didn't say it. So
yes, you accused them of using their gold reserves to amp up their security. And now you come out here in Kenya to switch. He switched, but he wants to make it look as if I stand by my statement. No,
but you didn't say it.
Actually, he switched. If you listen carefully, he switched. Because he's saying he stands by what he said in terms of the security in the area. It's getting worse. So I stand by that. You stand by the fact that it's getting worse there. Security terrorist activities. Can you stand? That girl should have asked. The rules should have been there. She should have asked him. No.
Not Burkina Faso.
Yes, no. We're talking about Captain Ibrahim Traore and the leadership. You said that you specifically named him. You said they are corrupt. You said that they're using their gold for their own security.
That is what I'm asking you.
Yes, do you stand by that? Because because the sentiment around Africa is that you're accusing them of corruption. Do you stand by that? She didn't really push there.
No.
Because they only gave her 30 minutes. It's true. Although she's cool. I like you, lady, whatever your name is, in Citizen TV in Kenya. But she should have pushed.
But don't you think it's also strange that this William Ruto, he knowing how his citizens, they feel about Ibrahim Traore, or even about him, William Ruto himself, he actually said, okay, for this guy to actually come into the country, knowing that there were protests against this guy in Kenya.
William Ruto is here There's no difference between Michael Langley and William Ruto. They both work for the White House. Just think about it that way. It will minimize a lot of freaking thing. Don't think of William Ruto as a Kenyan. Do you understand?
Yes.
Because every freaking moves he makes needs to be with the West. If he's not flying to the freaking White House, he's bringing the West. The West is coming into his house there to conduct things there. Michael Langley, they know the outrage that his freaking statements in the Senate made around the entire continent. They know. They're looking for a way to clean that up so life can go on. He even said it. Pan-Africanism is real and strong. They felt it.
Yeah.
They know that we are out here unapologetically waiting for them to F up again. We'll come out here and call them out.
But it's very nice that he mentioned that. He knows that. He's tried to flip the switch on us, but no, we saw your true colors.
If they don't know how real and strong we Pan-Africanists are out here, they are sleeping then. They're sleeping because we're unapologetic. I mean, it's freaking 3 a.m. in the morning here. Look at all this energy. Look at all this energy I have here. 3 o'clock in the freaking morning. I'm out here talking about this crap. You understand what I'm saying? They want to clean up their freaking image. Somehow they want to clean it up. And they're going to use that Kenya as a base. They can't... They've been doing it from that freaking Ivory Coast, but they also hear that, Africa is onto that Ivory Coast.
Yes.
There was just a coup there. They tried an attempted coup. So if we end up there again now, they're really going to suspect us of really meddling with the military affairs over there, and we will be accused of being involved in the destabilization that Burkina Faso is experiencing and all those coup and assassination attempts. So let's not go there now. Let's go to that puppet Zakayo over there. Let's invite people. Let's invite people to meet us there. Let's go to Morocco.
Is easy.
Let's first go to Morocco. Just think, Morocco up here. See Morocco up here. Above Burkina Faso, Mali, and Niger, above the Confederation. They're talking there. And now they go there to the freaking east to start that thing. But he's trying to clean up his image. But we also here. You understand? We also here. We know the tactics of the West. It doesn't matter the shared goals, shared values. This is the end goals. We love Africa so much. We can't afford Russia and China to come in here. We don't give a crap about any of that. We look at history.
Yes.
Everywhere that America has been involved, it's just chaos. Look at Libya. In fact, she was very smart, that chick from Citizen TV, to say, like Libya.
Ousted. They are still trying to
come out and sort of ousted like Libya? You should have said, are you trying to oust Ibrahim Traore like you did Muammar Gaddafi? You understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
That's what she meant. But she was actually, I was impressed that she went that way. Ousted like you did in... that's a cool chick. I like you. She's cool. I like that. So, yes, we're not fools. You are right about one thing in that interview, Langley. Pan-Africanism is real and strong.
It's very real and it's extremely strong.
And we will continue to come out here and show our support for the Captain.
Yes.
Who is not corrupt, who's out here doing great things, right?
Beautiful things for his people, his Burkina Bay.
Yeah, and it's motivating and encouraging all of us Africans to come out here and have an index of how to hold our own freaking puppets accountable. Look at Burkina Faso. What do you mean you cannot? He's fighting terrorists and he's building his economy. He's fighting terrorists and he's building the country.
Yes.
This young president is out here fighting freaking jihadists and Al-Qaeda and Al-Sis, all of these people, all these threats with his life on the freaking line. And at the same time, he has time to contribute all of these agricultural equipment worth $179 million. Yo, long live Captain Ibrahim Traore.
Yes, long live.
Thank you very much. Thank you for joining our live. Feel free to support the channel through a super chat. Oh, thank you. I thought it was a comment.
No, that's me.
Oh, you wrote that. Okay. Envoy, if they were happy and it's great, they'd stay. Envoy, us to learn. Okay. Okay, that's cool. I find your name, Patrick Rules. Yes, Philip Leonard, thank you very much. Appreciate you. We here. I believe we've come to the end of our stream.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For today.
Yeah, for today. It's been real. It's been cool. It's been fun.
It's always interesting talking about Ibrahim Traore and his accomplishments.
It's what we want for Africa. It is. This is why we do what we do. It's so that individuals can come out here and start doing the things that he's doing. Yeah. And so that we can sleep well. We can sleep well at night. We can do our own thing. A shot at life. A shot at life. They want to be the only one to have a shot at life. No. Let the Africans also do their thing. Yes, man. It's a world that God gave to all of us. So why can't we? What is so wrong with us Africans wanting to make our own decisions and have some dignity? Come out here and feel proud about certain things. Yeah, it's just the skin. What the hell? What the freaking hell, man? It's just the skin. If this black guy doesn't eat, he gets hungry. If that white guy doesn't eat, he gets hungry. What's the Same. You need to sleep. I also need to sleep. What's the freaking difference, man?
Just because of your skin color doesn't make you better or worse than any other person, any other human being in the world.
Like I said before, I'm so happy that I'm not racist.
Yes.
It's to be free.
It's such a load off.
Actually, racist people are possessed. It's a demon. It's an evil spirit. It's wickedness. To be a racist is to be living in bondage. Yeah. Of all types of bondage. Mental depression ain't got shit to do on bondage.
Yeah.
If you are living in bondage, I mean, if you are racist, oh my goodness. We will pray for you.
I think that's the only way that can be delivered.
Okay, Heavenly Father, please touch all the racist people and change them. Give him an epiphany. That's the only thing.
Amen.
But you can't change what you don't acknowledge. You have to come out here and get an epiphany, and somehow, by the grace of God, this particular individual says to himself, wait a minute, that's a human. He's also a human. They talk too.
Yes, man. They live, they eat, breathe. Same thing.
Oh my gosh. Anywho, thank you for explaining. Much love. Appreciate it, my brother. Thank you very much for joining us. We appreciate you. Good night. We're about to call it a night for now. It's been real. It's been fun. Again, if you haven't subscribed, kindly do so. We are happy to have you here. And you are a part of the community. Feel free. Join the Discord. Become a member.
Yes, become a member and we'll give you the access to Discord.
To Discord, yeah.
Yes.
We can communicate. We can communicate on a personal level, direct messaging. So we can learn from one another and, yeah, do the thing. So if you like what you heard, feel free to become a subscriber. If you're a returning subscriber, much love to you. We appreciate you guys so much. Follow us on X, same username, Patrick Rules, Rule Like Patrick. Follow us on TikTok, same username. Follow us on Facebook, same username. Follow us on Instagram, same username. Yes, it's the same. It's easy. It's Patrick Rules. It's Rule Like Patrick all over the place. All right. Any last words for you?
All right.
No last words here. Any word for them?
I thank you very much for joining. It's been a pleasure talking about the one and only president of Africa, Mr. Captain Ibrahim Traore.
Yebo. Thank you very much.
Much love to everyone and God bless.
God bless y'all. See you tomorrow. Put your notifications on and subscribe.